Good evening, everybody. This is Chief Meteorologist Andrew Pinero with a quick weather update, and this is going to be really for a bit more of an active week ahead. So starting off today, we actually had what looked like some snow squalls come through. And we did have that big rainstorm this past week, and we had the snow from last weekend, which I had a lot of coverage of. But the pattern, it looks like it's going to be is active for the next little bit at least. So let me switch on over to the computer screen here and we'll take a look at some of these weather forecast models together. All right, so starting out here, there's really nothing in terms of watches, warnings, or advisories. There are some coastal flooding statements there. There's some wind issues going on with the hazardous weather outlook and the gale warning, but there's really not much happening right now. And that's a good thing. When we take a look at the weather story from the National Weather Service in the tri-state region here, it looks like it's staying fairly calm tomorrow. So that's something that we're going to enjoy. It's still going to be a little bit cold because it looks like those temperatures were not really getting out of the 30s and the 40s. But let's start taking a look around the area. So Storm Prediction Center, nothing happening there. Yes, we've had a lot of rain. So in our area, there's not much drought, but just taking a look at the rest of the country, it looks like there's 2 or 3 here spots where we're having, it looks like a pretty extreme drought. So that's where it looks like with this El Nino pattern, we're getting a lot of precipitation in the northeast, but central and southern the U.S. is not for part of that reason. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of things here. I'll pull up the satellite, and you can see pretty much throughout all the northeast here, we're really good. It's very clear outside right now. It's cold. It's 27 degrees as of this recording where I am, but it's nice and clear. And it looks like these clouds are going to stay out of the area because tomorrow I would call partly cloudy. And then on the radar here, there's a little bit of lake effect snow, and going upstate there's actually some issues with the lake effect snow. Specifically, it looks like right here, going into Watertown, from Kingston in Canada, just across the New York-Canada border there, to Watertown, this Fort Drum area, Thousand Islands National Park, kind of in this area. That's where we're seeing a lot of that lake effect snow. But going more south, so from Albany, the New York City area, the Boston area, Philadelphia, Delmarva area, is completely clear right now. So it looks really nice out there. And when we take a look now at the Tropical Tidbits website here, we're starting off with the GFS. There's really nothing happening until, we get a little bit there, Tuesday morning. So this is 6Z, and also this is the 18Z run from today for the GFS. So 6Z Tuesday, which is 1 a.m. Looks like we're going to start seeing a little bit of some snow shower action. Not much. And what it looks like is it's really just on and off. I am not even going to put a snow total map up for this because it's really not much. At most, I would say an inch, inch and a half, but it's really going to be scattered. That's what it looks like there. After that, makes its way through. High pressure comes in. And then we do get another little burst and a close call with this storm coming through what looks like Saturday, Friday night into Saturday. So now this run of the GFS is a little bit more out to sea. So we're kind of going into this again where the exact track of the low is going to be a big factor because there's going to be very, very heavy snow coming out of this. But it depends on whether it's just out into the ocean there, into Long Island, into Boston, New York City. It's really, and wherever it's going to be some sort of a coastal impact. So once you get a little bit more inland, like Pennsylvania, upstate New York, that's not really going to be too much of an effect there. So this is going to be the next one that we're going to be watching that could be a cause for concern. Now going over to pivotal weather, we're going to take a look at the same thing here. So besides little snow squalls from today, clear for tomorrow. And again, that 6Z time frame, very light snow showers. So again, not much is what I'm expecting out of this. Then high pressure comes back in, and then it clears out, and then the next low pressure center comes in again, which, again, Friday night into Saturday morning. The timing looks fairly consistent there. But again, the center of the low is a little bit more west on this. So the heavier snow bands can get into New Jersey, New York, Long Island area there, even going up through Boston, right on that freeze line. So this is where it's still very far out right now. But I just want to put it on your radar because this is within a week. So check back on the channel for that. All right, so now switching back to the tropical tidbits here. We're going to put this on the 12Z run for the Icon because this is the longer running one. We're going through here. Again, right around that 6Z through the morning on Tuesday. It looks like just some light snow showers, nothing too much. Again, I'm not expecting too much out of this, maybe an inch, inch and a half, something like that. That still validates here. High pressure moves in, so it's clear after that. For later in the day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and later in the day, Friday. Actually, this is showing a little bit more of a snow shower coming through later in the day, Thursday before that. But then for Friday, oh, the Icon here is very interesting. It doesn't even have the low pressure really form until it's up our way already. So that means it's just really not going to be a storm at all, and it's just going to be, again, just a little dusting of an inch. But the GFS and the Euro did not show that at all. It was complete opposite, where it was going to be a major storm. It was just the position. That's where we're still far out, so all these forecast models are not going to be in alignment. All right, so continuing through, so the Icon is a little bit out there. Now for the 12-kilometer NAM, we're just going to really look for the next couple days, not really go out that far yet for the big storm. But besides the snow squalls from today, clear for Monday. And overnight Monday, here we go. This is a little bit earlier it's showing. It looks like it's actually going to start some snow showers around, say, 7, 8 p.m. Tuesday versus 1 a.m. Tuesday, or 7, 8 p.m. Monday instead of 1 a.m. Tuesday. This actually shows it could be a little bit more out of there because it looks like it's staying a little bit longer in place. So the NAM has a little bit more snow coming out of this than any of the other forecast models. So right now it looks like the GFS and the Euro are in alignment. Then you got the Icon in its own thing, the NAM doing its own thing. This is a 12-kilometer NAM. That makes its way out, and then high pressure remains in place after that. Again, the NAM's not going to go that far out. And then for the 3-kilometer NAM, again, it's even shorter now. So snow squalls from today, and then nothing for Monday. Then later in the day, so this is, it looks like 7, 8 p.m. Monday. So it's starting about the same time frame as the 12-kilometer NAM, and it's still moderate snow, I would say, out of that. Oop. And looks like a new run just posted right now for the 0Z. Yes, it is a 8:45 right now, so that makes sense. If the 0Z run, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time, is when the model starts its run, it usually takes a couple hours before the frames start coming in from that next model run. So on the 0Z run, there's nothing posted there, but it's about to start posting. So we'll go back. We were on the 3-kilometer NAM. Let's go back to the 18Z. And back to here. Yeah, so this could be a little bit more. So I would say I would kind of stick with that 1.5, maybe 2 inches. And I would say a trace to 2 inches of snow by the time you get to Tuesday morning. But for the rest of this week, again, not much is happening. Monday looks clear. Tuesday, for the most part, looks clear until you get to, or Tuesday morning looks like the snow, but then the day on Tuesday looks fairly clear. This is really an overnight Monday into Tuesday morning. Later in the day, Tuesday clears out. Then Wednesday looks fine. Thursday looks fine. Maybe just a little flurry here and there. Friday is going to be that question mark, though. All right, so I didn't want to go too long on this video. I just wanted to show you there's a couple of rounds of weather for this week that we're watching. Some of them are not so bad. Some of them could potentially be worse. So again, just to recap. So we had snow squalls today. It's been a fairly active week. Monday looks fine. Overnight Monday, so starting after sunset Monday through early Tuesday morning, it looks like we could see a little bit of snow. And again, I'm saying a trace to 2 inches of snow for that. And then it clears out later in the day Tuesday. So second half of day Tuesday looks fine. Again, just cold this whole week. Wednesday looks fine. Thursday looks fine. Just maybe a flurry later in the day on Thursday. And then Friday. Later in the day Friday, that's where this next system's coming in. And it's a question mark right now where it looks like the Euro and the GFS are pretty aligned, that it's going to be a big system. It's just a matter of how far out to sea the center of the low is going to be to bring the big snow either for the fish or for us on the land. The icon just was late for the whole thing. It didn't show that low pressure system not even really forming. And then the NAM is not too far out right now. So to be determined for the NAM. But this is too far out to really say anything for certain. All right, so that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you are new to the channel and you want to keep updated with the weather for the Northeast US there, hit that subscribe button below and little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I upload a video like this or I do go live, which I may or may not be going live this Tuesday, but we shall see about that. And one of my last things is my affiliation with Better Safe Radio. So if you are interested in getting an emergency communication radio, whether it's something like a ham radio or a GMRS radio that has the NOAA weather radio frequencies built in, with the affiliation I have now with Better Safe Radio, they actually have pre-programmed radios that you can get. So I'll have that in the description below, my affiliation link, if you want to get some sort of weather radio emergency communications radio system. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, everybody. This is Chief Meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video.